And what a nice day to be out there.
Absolutely. It's so comfortable outside. The slightest wind, but there's still low humidity. We still have, that comfortable warmth, but it's still a little warmer than it was in recent days, and that is a theme. I mean, it's just only going to warm up from here with every passing day, and we're actually going to end up peaking, it looks like, by the time we hit the upcoming weekend. But we also have some showers to dodge. It's all part of the major pattern change that's going. It's gradual, but it's starting to take shape and starting to get underway. And really, it's a frontal boundary, just one frontal boundary, that's going to dictate how this all takes place. In addition, we've got some tropical stuff to talk about. So there's lots to get to. Let's go on ahead and take a look at storm scan first, which still has a frontal boundary in its sight here at this region-wide level. It's moving along somewhat sluggishly. And even though, again, this is somewhat of a gradual change of pace for us, you can start to tell that this is beginning to weaken a little bit. And that'll continue to be the case as it heads our way. So yeah, we might end up with a shower down the road here, maybe several by the time we hit the weekend, but nothing all that major. I wouldn't be calling this a washout by any stretch heading toward the weekend. At the wide zoom, high pressure is, however, still on our side. And if you look closely, you can sort of see the movement of the atmosphere. High pressure in the northern hemisphere, of course, clockwise rotation. So all of that moisture and any movement in the atmosphere is moving around that, essentially, until high pressure skedaddles, gets out of the way, and allows this front to come along. But let's briefly touch on the tropics. We've been watching an area of showers and thunderstorms just off the coast of Florida. This really doesn't look like it's going to amount to much, but we do have a tropical depression on our hands at this point, folks. This guy, tropical depression number 16, in all likelihood, even before today is all said and done, will become Nate. And yes, it's headed toward the Gulf of Mexico. At this point, it looks like it'll be further toward the northeastern edge of the Gulf's coastline here that ends up getting hit by whatever this turns into. But there is a possibility it does become not just a tropical storm, but a hurricane, and may land as a hurricane along the southeast coastline. And this would be toward the weekend. We may draw some of that moisture into early to next midweek. So we'll need to keep an eye on that too. But we do still have high pressure on our side. Here comes that front. You know, it's getting kind of strung out. It'll officially sort of stall nearby, and that allows the southerly wind flow to continue to warm things up out in advance of it. Because the front's nearby, because there is just enough moisture, there is a likelihood that we see some showers, namely Friday, scattered, spotty in fashion, and then again on Sunday and probably into next week as well. But along with the warmth, the humidity also starts to creep up. So you're going to have yourselves a nice little taste of August by the time we hit the weekend here. And the humidity again creeps up on us to the point that we'd, on our comfort index anyway, classify it as a humid day. Thankfully not oppressive nor insufferable. Outside we go to one of our live neighborhood network shots, a really pretty one and very picturesque on a day like this. 69 degrees, perfect view of that Center City skyline off in the distance, and a very comfortable 69-degree temperature right now. The wind does remain light today. You may notice a hint of a breeze throughout the day, but it really isn't going to be anything that bothers you throughout the day. Lots of sunshine, 78 degrees the high. This is warmer than yesterday, so the warming trend is now underway. And tonight, as a blanket of cloud cover settles in, we're talking very mild conditions, just 62 for the overnight low. So really comfortable all in all. But again, the humidity does creep up on us. So the highlights here, I think more than anything, it's the warmth. 6 of the next 7 days you're at least 80 degrees. But there will be a stray or isolated shower Friday, and then again on Eagles game day Sunday. And I do think that right now anyway, those showers come around during midday. So you may want to think right now about how you would plan if you're going to be out tailgating. You might want to think about, I think you called it a fashionable poncho.